Myron Grace, CEO of Screenworks Entertainment.com. Screenworks Entertainment, changing the world one project at a time. But man, when I heard Prince died, man, it was rough because I grew up off his music. You know, Prince Rogers Nelson, born June 7th, 1958. He had a musical influence out of Minneapolis. He was a singer, songwriter, instrumentalist, producer, and actor. My first connection to Prince was when I heard the album Prince, the titled album Prince in 1979. I was 11 years old, and I heard the song I Want to Be Your Lover. Man, that song was hot, man. I still remember that, man. It brought me out my shell, man. You know what I mean? I might not even be in the entertainment business if it wasn't for that. I mean, he had a combination of funk, rock, dance, and all sorts of funk elements that was influenced by people like James Brown, Wilson Pickett. You know, it's unbelievable. And he created his own sound from that. In 1984, he began referring to his backup band as The Revolution, and he made the hit song Purple Rain. Man, now listen. I remember that song because of this. I had a fight with some homeboys. I was into the gang thing by 1984. I was feeling myself 16, and we was coming out the movie Purple Rain, and I still remember this. Some gangbangers was disrespecting the girls I was with, and I stood up for them, and they ended up chasing me around the block. Had it not been for a cop saving me, I'd have been up. Might not even be here doing this video. But you know what though? My first intimate encounter with Prince was with his ex-girlfriend Vanity, also known as Denise Matthews. I mean, she was really into Prince. She really loved him, even to the day she died. She even made a comment that before she died, that basically Prince was the only man that she ever loved. You know, and so basically her and Prince was really still, they had a love connection even after they wasn't together. I met her 20 years ago in 1995, I believe, or 1994, over 20 years ago. And basically, she loved that man until the day she died. You know, my second intimate connection with Prince was in 2004. Now, I myself was going through some very difficult times in the music business. For those of you who don't know it, I was a music producer first. And Prince sent a private message to me that if I needed his music, that he would be there for me because he believed that certain artists had a spiritual connection. And I was so proud of that moment when Prince said that me and him had some type of spiritual connection. And I always knew from that point on that he was one of the people that would always have my back in the music business. You know, one of the things I like to think that when Vanity died, God rest her soul, because I loved her so much. She was a close friend of mine. Even up until the day she died, I had talked to her a week or so before, and we was arguing, but I told her I was sorry. But a lot of times when people leave in proximity, it's because the one person that was they balance in the world left the world first. And February 22nd, 2016, Vanity, also known as Denise Matthews, left the world. And I had heard that Prince stopped a concert in Belgium to dedicate 3 songs to her. And from that point on, I knew he still loved her. But I would like to think right now that her, Vanity, as known as Evangelist Denise Matthews, and Prince is up in heaven together right now, rejoicing with God. And their love is eternal, and they both made such a major impact. So I want to say to Prince's friends and family, and his ex-wife May, and his friends and family, his brothers and sisters, all the fans around the world, that I, Myron Grace, love Denise Matthews, and by me loving her, that extension also extended to Prince Rogers Nelson. And you will be missed, Prince. You had a great influence on my life, and I want to thank you for bringing all that beautiful music to us. I would like to leave everybody with a song that Prince made that I really felt from Purple Rain, and I will die for you. God bless everybody. I love y'all.